Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Big House. This massive crowd assembled here today to cheer on the Wolverines, already chanting, "Go Blue." We've got a great matchup here on deck. Still early in the season, but both teams come in undefeated, ready to test each other and try to stay perfect on the year. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Wolverines will kick this deep to begin the game. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. So the USC Trojans offense will start in a bad spot here thanks to that return. And here comes that star wide receiver. He's got the bounce, the aura. He walks on the field with some swag saying, "I'm the man, and I know it."
Well, he certainly does, and you know what? He probably should. It's founded in all the hard work that he puts in, the dedication in the summertime during practice. You can see some of the defensive backs watch him as he warms up, studying him, because they know it's going to be a long day trying to deal with this receiver.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Oh, that's a play you dream about as a defender. He gets penetration and times that hit up perfectly in the backfield.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Good enough for the first down to the 37. And the Trojans will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
Man, Chris, we're just getting settled into this game, and already big plays.
Ball handed off. Running with purpose. And that gained enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48.
Boy, a thing of beauty, right, Chris? A USC running back picking up a first down on the ground, and they've had so many great backs, and probably as many as anybody when it comes to counting up individual stars. I'm going back to guys like Charles White and Marcus Allen, both won the Heisman Trophy.
Second down play coming up. To the air, it's Walker. Short throw to the back, caught behind the line of scrimmage. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense. The offense facing a tough conversion here, 3rd and long from the 42. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
The Trojans bring their punt team onto the field. And that sets up a return. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. So the Michigan Wolverines offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. And here we go, Kirk. This matchup on the edge that's going to go a long way to deciding this game. An elite wide receiver and a guy who doesn't believe anybody can beat him.
This is going to be like a boxing match where it's an all-out battle. 2 extremely gifted athletes competing on every snap. Better get your popcorn ready.
Takes the handoff on the counter play. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
The gain moves the ball to a 34.
Well, they've had an entire week to try to find weaknesses in this defense and how to attack. And here in the opening drive, they're using the receiver in motion to get him the ball in space and give him those blockers out in front. Great job of designing the play and great execution here by this offense.
Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Rips off a big gain. Finally tackled at the 46.
Well, when you play zone defense on third down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground. Second down after that run on the previous play. Now they're running on the toss. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Brought down to the 27. It's a first down. This offense really threatening now.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
The Wolverines pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. Looking to pass this time. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Offense showing a bunch formation now. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Pressure is coming. Catch hauled in here over the middle. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
And the Wolverines come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Here's a handoff on a counter. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
What makes a really good counter play is selling it to the defense. You're going to go one way and then handing it off in the opposite direction. But if you don't sell it, you're just giving the defense more time to see what's going on. They can come up and make the tackle, just like you saw there.
Looking for his big tight end. He'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the USC offense is back out on the field. They came up empty in the last possession, forced to punt it away. And they begin to click now. To the air, it's Walker. And he's going to float this one to the right side. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. They finally get him down. It's a big gain. Ball moves to the 47.
A great throw here by this USC quarterback, but how about the catch by the wide receiver? And, Chris, we've been saying that for decades when it comes to USC and their wide receivers. What incredible history, going way back to Len Swan. I know he was a Steeler, but it all started when he wore that USC uniform. Keyshawn Johnson had a brilliant career. So did Robert Woods. And how about Amon-Ra St. Brown and the job that he did when he was at SC?
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Got him. He's sacked.
Chris, that's on the offensive line right there. They definitely have to be feeling responsible because it's almost like you didn't protect your little brother back there.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. So, Kirk, Michigan has the lead here at the end of the quarter. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. And the Trojans will bring their punt team onto the field. When he comes for his second punt of the game. Ball lands right at the 1-yard line and bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective, moving them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. Fights through the tackler. And they'll force him out of bounds after a short run.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Fired into a tight window and picked off. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Couldn't find anybody open and just has to throw it away. Second down after the incompletion. Back to throw. It's Walker. Short throw complete to the tight end. Tackle made after the completion. Offense gets set up here. It's 3rd down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. He's past the marker, still on his feet. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big game for this offense.
And the Trojans will come to the line to run the hurry-up. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Ball handed to the running back. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And the Michigan offense back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Oh, he's looking to throw. He's got his man in the open field. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Ball is incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Boy, this quarterback is living on the edge. Remember, he threw an interception in the last drive. Thought he might learn from that. Instead, he throws the ball right back into coverage. I thought he threw another pick. He better change the way he's playing the game or he's going to cost his team a game.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
In college football today, the quarterbacks get rid of the ball often so fast that this is a great example for young players on the defensive line. If you can't get to the quarterback.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
Well, what a job by the offensive coordinator going to that 5 wide receiver set, creating the one-on-one matchups, finding the most favorable matchup, and then going to that receiver for the score.
Point after, up and good. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Trojans' offense is back out on the field. It's hard to win these games just kicking field goals. They need to find the end zone here, some urgency. The offense bracing here for a heavy blitz. Dropping back. It's Walker. It's a quick grab. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
They're going to pick up a first down. Nice catch, but even a better throw to show that accuracy and efficiency from that quarterback spot. And my gosh, they have so many great quarterbacks over the years that played at USC. Go back to Carson Palmer, the year he won the Heisman. What a brilliant career he had for the men of Troy. Matt Leinart, look back to those Norm Chow offenses and the championships that Matt Leinart won. And, of course, more recently, Caleb Williams for Lincoln Riley, running and throwing and making throws just like that.
Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Running out of time in the pocket. The sack in the play could not escape the pass rush.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. Oh, and he's got some space here. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. It's the 2-minute warning. We've got a blowout developing here before halftime. And the Wolverines' offense is back on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Quick throw to the left. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. And he's finally forced out of bounds inside the 10. Big play to set up a 1st and goal.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The defense better regroup after that big gainer. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kirk.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here comes the USC offense back on the field. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup in intermission. But in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. Looking for his back. Finds an open target on the left side. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Looking to pass. It's Walker. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
Man, this pass rush has gotten home so many times. As an offense, I know you're down, but you gotta try to mix it up. Maybe roll the quarterback out. Have your backs and tight ends.
Again, he's just trapped and sacked in the pocket.
If I'm on this offensive line, man, I do not want to see the game film. This has been a tough game for the big boys. It appears almost like they've just been moonwalking the entire game, and they've been pushed all around. That's 6 sacks surrendered already in this game.
He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far, and they keep it going. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Here's the throw deep downfield. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. Offense getting set. It's second down. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Inside the 45. Tackle made, but it's a huge gain all the way to the 33-yard line.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
But this one is broken up and calls incomplete. The Wolverines will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. Second down, we're going to throw it. And this pass is caught. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
Looking to throw it from the red zone. Catch made on the right side. They're finally able to stop, and the quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference. And the offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Caught near the goal line. And he will score. Touchdown, Michigan.
And I love running backs that can hurt you on the ground and through the air. The defense this time just underestimates his ability to catch the ball, and then the speed afterwards, it's a touchdown.
Extra point is good, and they're in front now, 28-3. So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get his top and preserve that momentum. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the USC offense is back out on the field. You'd be a surprise if they took a risk here in the final seconds of the first half, backed up near their own end zone. So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Hey, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground. And by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. He stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, it's not been their day as a defense, but you can see they have not given up. What a big hit into the backfield that time.
They got some ground to make up. Second and long from the 15. And he'll set up to throw. Looking for his big tight end. He pulls it in for a big gain. Stopped out at the 39, but good enough for a first down.
Well, this is what makes this tight end so difficult, Chris. I mean, this defense is playing man-to-man coverage. You go to a corner route, he's running like a wide receiver. Travis Kelce in the NFL has changed the game for up-and-coming tight.
Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Wolverines. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
Chris, the timing between the quarterback and the receiver here is exceptional. Great route here to sell that post to the inside and then break it off to the corner. And the quarterback anticipates it well, puts it on the money for that touchdown.
Automatic in the PAT. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Trojans' offense is back out on the field. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards. I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
They'll hand it off. That gain moves the ball out near the 25.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Fielding the puck, looking to improve field position here. Touchdown, Michigan. And the route is on. A special teams touchdown, potential momentum-changing play in this game.
But that was just a thing of beauty to watch this return. The gunners were flying down. He's able to avoid them, picks up a couple blocks, and then you could see him gaining momentum and confidence as he was getting downfield, eventually all the way to the end zone.
And they tack on the extra point. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Scanning the field. It's Walker. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Wow, they get positive yards here. Had sense they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
Pass caught. Second down now. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's Exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Lets it go on the move, launching deep. And it's a huge chunk play. The tackle is finally made, but the ball moved to the 47-yard line. And the Trojans begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw off the play fake. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either the receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
He is a load to bring down. Finally, a strong tackle by the cornerback gets him.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Back in motion now. Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down. And the Trojans will line up to boot it away. This is punt number 6. Get the ice bath ready for the punter. Oh, it lands just short of the goal line, but bounces in for a touchback. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. He'll hand it off. Football comes out. The defense recovers the fumble. Touchdown, SC. And the defense joins the party with a score. That's a scoop and score. Defense making a monster play there.
Well, his eyes must have gotten so big when he saw that ball pop out, chance to pounce on it, and instead of doing it the more conservative way and just falling on it, he decides to take it to the house for a touchdown, something he'll remember for the rest of his career.
And now they'll set up for the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And it's good.
The kick is good. That makes the score. Michigan.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
10.
He'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. He hands it off from the gun. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
And he finds the running back in the flat. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Hey, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
Boy, Chris, what a hit there on that 3rd down play by the defensive back. If he doesn't make that play, that's probably a first down, and they move the sticks. Instead, we've now got 4th down.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. It's pulled in. Completion on a diving catch. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. See what the call is on 1st and 10. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Looking to pass here. Looking to throw it deep. And he's got it down there inside the 35. Touchdown, Wolverines. And the beatdown continues. Looked like a total bust there. Easy pitch and catch like you'd see in a Tuesday practice.
Yeah, that quarterback's eyes must have lit up on that play because you've got one of your players way downfield without any defender around him.
And the point after is right down the middle. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the USC offense is back out on the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? They'll run it from the gun. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3. DB is looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Breaks loose at the 45. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48. It's a strong run, keeps the drive going. First down now. And there's the handoff. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Looking downfield, it's Walker. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Southern California.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Well, of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
And he knocks through the PAT. So, Kurt, Michigan has the lead here at the end of the quarter. It's been pretty one-sided so far at the end of 3. Let's check out the stats. One quarter to play in what has been a beatdown so far. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Returner looking to make a play here. Returner tackle right there. That's what will start the drive. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic that would get right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going?
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. It'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Only gets a couple of yards there. It'll bring up fourth down.
He's brought down at the 19-yard line. Fourth down coming up.
The Wolverines will come to the line looking to keep the drive going on fourth down. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. And it falls incomplete. A turnover on downs. Big play for this defense. And the Trojans' offense is back out on the field.
It's just not a smart decision, in my opinion, here to go for it on fourth down. And, Chris, I know we're kind of in this era now of analytics and when to go for it, when not to. People are aggressive by nature, but to go for it inside your own 20-yard line, the defense lined up, did what they had to do. They get the ball, and now look at the field position that they have.
It's a quarterback keeper. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Now it's third down and long. They would hate to waste this great field position. There's the handoff. Fights off the defender. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now.
The offense has a big play here, but they really put themselves in a hole on first and second down. That's why they've needed to try to play catch-up. They get some great yards there on third down, but it's still fourth down. Can they pick up the first?
He's swarmed with a pass rush, a sack to end this drive.
That's really good coverage downfield, and it just looked like the quarterback was waiting and waiting and waiting a little bit too long. By the time he decides to...
He's going for a big play downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down here for this offense. From the shotgun, drops back. Receiver makes the grab. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the right decisions and make accurate throws.
The tackle is made. The screen pass there produces a solid gain.
Good time here to drop this screen in by the offensive coordinator, and a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Going for a big play downfield. Pass falls incomplete on the deep shot, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's check it out. Defense will have to regroup now after that 15-yard penalty. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. Moving right through the contacts. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
What a play by the defense. They can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. To throw, it's Walker. Running back has it on a screen now. They've got it, but that completion good enough for first down yardage. A new set of downs after that completion. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. Defense is coming after him. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
It is a sack party out there for this defense. Everything going their way. You know that this offense is going to try to throw the football down.
And the protection breaks down again. Back-to-back sacks. So 2 losses in a row puts him in a tough spot. 3rd and very long. And the quarterback dropping back. It'll end up being a safety. So after giving up a safety, here's the free kick. Choosing to return the punt. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. Great performance by this home team. There's going to be a serious party around here tonight. First down, we're going to throw the ball. Catch made all the way down inside the 35. Finally get him way down at the 2. Nice pitch and catch.
Chris, I'm kind of surprised they're still taking shots downfield. They got a big lead. We're in the 4th quarter. Run the ball. Get out of Dodge. Keep everybody healthy.
So following the quick lightning strike, they're set up here 1st and goal. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Touchdown, Michigan. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about. Whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line, the entire unit has been dominant.
And the PAT is good. Now they get set to kick it away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. This one has been a beatdown for the ages, a demolition, an evisceration. They pressure him and get him. The loss back to the 7-yard line. 2nd and long, backed up at the 7-yard line. Dropping back, it's Walker. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because...
Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Not much of a return, but the pick ends a scoring threat and sets the offense up in the 33.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He's got a lane. Can he make the end zone? Touchdown, Wolverines. And this one is getting ugly. And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. No press here. The defense backing away. And looking to throw now on first down. The pocket breaking down. And they'll be sacked back at the 2-yard line. Backed up with the 1. He's going to throw it. Contact as he let the ball go. Well, frankly, Kirk, we hope for games that are a little bit more suspenseful. This one got out of hand early, ended up being a rout.
That's putting it nicely, Chris, right? This was a complete blowout. A solid performance in all areas by this team. Their coaches should be proud of how they looked out there today.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler.